All right. Woo. Let me tell you. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test. All right. Okay.
From the first moment that I met.
Yes. Sharon, would you like to join us on our when we get to our news and stuff? Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. This is Black Talk Sacramento number 41.
You got me high on love.
Is your mic on?
Oh, no. Okay, 41. How was that? Sorry about that one. I was about to say it was a technical difficulty. Nothing wrong with anything but my hand.
Okay.
Number 41, Lawrence.
Number 41, yes. Yes, 41 in the pike. So we're testing our volumes right now. And hi, how you doing?
We see how we sound.
Nice glasses.
How
Sharon and everybody. We have two studio guest people. Let us know if you guys can hear us okay on Facebook.
Say something. Reach out and touch.
Yeah, I still haven't figured out this audio thing when it comes to Facebook. So
let us know if you can hear anything. Say, hey, how you doing?
All right. So my name is Isreal.
My name is Gerry Simpson.
And we usually have two more people here.
Yeah, but that's okay. We can hang.
We can hang? Okay.
We Black Talk Sacramento, man.
That's right.
We have strength in numbers.
Yeah.
Use your imagination.
We don't die, we multiply.
Hey.
So
you ain't never lied.
That's right. We make it happen. So if you don't know.
So we are at Underground Books, brother. Underground Books.
Yes, we are.
1435th Street,
yes.
Sacramento, California. The number is 916-737-333 and another 3.
And another 3. All right. Yes, we got 4 3s in there. Played a lottery today.
That's right. Play them numbers.
Quick picks. And also, too, is what month is this?
This is March. And what happens in March? This is Women's Month?
Yeah.
Hey, let's celebrate.
Yes, it's Women's History Month.
Celebrate.
Yeah. So who's your favorite woman?
My favorite woman is my mama. But then next to my mother is my wife. I better say that. My wife and my daughters and my granddaughters. You know.
All right.
Everybody, yeah.
Okay.
Even if females are in the room, they're my favorites. Everybody. I don't want to leave nobody out.
Right. Everybody's your favorite. Okay, very good.
No, hey, listen, I'm loving women, man.
Yeah.
Women do some strong things.
Women are awesome.
I wait for women to take over the world, because we might get a different beat.
And also, what I really like is women that have their own business and be making things happen.
Their own business.
Right? Mother Rose owned this wonderful bookstore
for a long time.
And she has a brand new, spanking new, fresh out of the oven website. So you want to go there
and check her out.
Online. You can order a book. They got a web store now. So she's going to give Amazon a run for the money.
Right on.
Yes. And if you want to order a book, go online, order that book. That's underground-books, I think, something like that, .com or something like that. Is it -books.com?
Underground-books.com.
Yeah, dash. The symbol. Don't write out the dash. Hyphen. Yeah, there you go. Hyphen. That's better.
Don't put underground DASH.
So, also, too, we have all kind of stuff happening, and I have a new website if you want to know what's going down in Sacramento. It's called blackamento.com, and you can go there and find out all the information that's going on in Black Sacramento. Go there, and also go to blacktalksacramento.com and check out all our past episodes that we have.
41 of them. Well, 40. This is the 41st right now.
Well, we have a lot of them up, so but you know how Black people are.
See, don't make no excuses.
We try to get all of them up, but we have technical difficulties and stuff be happening, and so we try our best. What's happening with you? You've been winning all kind of awards and stuff.
Well, you know what? February has been pretty interesting. February just was recently Fashion Week in Sacramento, and so I participated with my clothesline, and so it was pretty cool. And I received this Fashion Icon Award for 2018 for Sacramento. So that was pretty cool. So this show that I did, I had the help of which is Marichal's. I was getting proper. Marichal's salon and barbershop. See, you messed with me, boy.
Marichal and Barbershop.
I'm sorry, Marichal. Marichal's salon and suites. They actually helped put it together. They did everything, the makeup and the hair, which was beautiful. So, having a chance to show up for Sacramento and do my thing was really, really good. Yeah, so Sacramento's been jumping.
Sacramento has been really jumping. So you've been winning awards, and Marichal been cutting hair and styling and all that stuff. And you have a fashion line, right? Yeah. What's your fashion line called?
This is Goss Art Wear.
Goss Art Wear.
I paint, so I do Goss Art. So if you're not hanging my art on the wall, you hang it on your back.
Okay, so everything you do has like art in there, right? You got
all the time.
You got Art District, right?
Oh,
the Uptown Art. Was it the Art District?
Design District.
Design District.
Design District, yeah.
All right.
Del Paso Boulevard, y'all. 1825, that's my studio. Goss Art Gallery Studio, uptown in the Design District, man.
Right. So before we get started, we have two wonderful guests on the show today. Before we do that, I want to go through some underground events that happens here. Mm-hmm.
Saturday, March the 7th, from 2 to 4, we have a discussion and book signing with Vicki L. Ward. She has a book out called Supercharge Your Life After 60. Let me tell you about being after 60.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
But nowadays, 60 is like the new 40, right?
Well, if you keep it going.
They be clubbing at 60.
You got to keep it going, though.
They be clubbing at 60. They be in the club. You know what I'm saying? They be like...
You got to keep it going.
Yeah. They be having kids at 60. They be like, woo, you got a kid already?
Hey.
You too busy. Yeah, you too busy, mama.
You ain't even right. Then you got Saturday, March 17th, also at 5 o'clock till 6:30, a financial workshop featuring Pamela Smith, PCE.
Yeah.
Come and get your monies together.
Yeah, it says Pamela Smith, PCE. What PCE stands for?
PCE. I'm not certain.
People, colored, economic. I don't know.
Go on, boy. You ain't even right.
People, colored,
leave
and economics.
Leave it alone.
Okay, is very knowledgeable in the financial arena and is willing to share her wisdom. Her presentation is called "Take Control of Your Credit: Tools You Need to Restore, Navigate, Negotiate, and Protect." Boy, that's enough adjectives on there.
We can use
financial knowledge is crucial, especially now. Her mission is to educate everyone, especially young people, to become more financially secure. Please drop by to meet Miss Pamela Smith, PCE. I don't know what the PCE stands for. And maybe you want to just come out to find out what that stands for. And that's on Saturday, March 17th, 2018 at 5 p.m. Yes. And also we have Ebony London. She is on the walls.
The amazing Ebony London is on the walls.
Yeah. Woo! So she is this her first exhibition or?
No, this is actually going to be her second show, her second solo show. She's got this show going on here called Beautiful. It's a wonderful thing. Yeah, it's a treat for your eyes, you all. It's very colorful.
It has like a neo 70s feel to it. Mm-hmm. So I like that. It's a new wave 70s.
It's a now thing, y'all.
Yeah. It's the second coming of 70s,
It's a now thing. We got a new love for naturalness going on, so it's very now. Mm-hmm. You can't wear yesterday's afro. You got to do something different.
Yes. It's very cool. It's very rich. You might want to buy a piece. These are really nice.
Beautiful collection.
Absolutely. This is like stuff that you find in your grandma's house in the basement. When y'all doing the house parties.
Stop telling that lie.
In the house parties. Remember those paintings during the house parties?
You talking about reminiscent of the velvet painting.
Yeah.
When they were glow in the dark.
Yeah, they were like, people like the
love poems. The love posts.
So they have rent parties and then people like, yeah, all right.
Chalk on your back.
Yeah. And she has an art talk with Milton 510 Bowens, and it's going to be Saturday, March 31st from 5 to 7 p.m. And if you don't know who Milton is, you should know who Milton is. If you don't know who he is, you might want to Google him. Don't you hate when people say that? Like, you don't know who I am? Google me. All right.
I hope they don't say that, Ron. You don't know me?
You're like, who are you? You don't know me? You better Google me. All right. So,
I was like, get out of that world.
And then next up is Cheryl Lister and Suzanne Harrison, Love Serenade and the Art of Love, Saturday, April 14th.
The Art of Love.
The Art of Love.
They'll be playing Barry White, y'all.
I know.
Oh, baby, oh, baby.
I hope it's a workshop, you know.
You ain't right.
And then Raisins and Milk by Dr. Colvin is on Saturday, April 14th at 12 noon. So we have two April 14th events. One is at 12 noon and then one is at 2 p.m. And
they have Dancing in Blackness, a memoir.
Okay. Yeah.
Halifu.
Yeah. Yeah. She was just here.
She was just here?
She was just here.
Oh, she's already gone. Okay. Well, we still dancing.
But her book is here.
Her book is here. It's available.
So check out the book. Come here and buy the book. That'd be awesome. Support the underground books. Cool. All right. So on to the festivities. We got all the benediction stuff is out the way. And, all the church announcements is out the way. And
we didn't get no wine.
Huh?
We didn't get no wine. Or no chips or anything.
It's never satisfying, right? When you're like, just a little, everybody get like a little tea, what's it called? Little tea. It's not a teacup, it's like a thumb.
It's a thimble.
There you go, thimble of juice and a side of a cracker.
Quit.
In remembrance of me.
In remembrance of you.
I'd be like, man, I think Jesus, I don't think the 12 disciples had a cracker, All right.
You better quit.
Okay. Next up is our fantabulous guest. I'm gonna invite them up. Come on up.
Come on up.
Come on down. Hopefully I'm gonna say your name right. You guys have to correct me.
Pronounce it. Say it, if you will.
Kahna? Isreal?
Kahna.
All right, Kahna.
Kahna.
It's a what?
Hebraic.
Hebraic? Okay.
Hebraic.
Oh, well, it goes with the last one, yeah? Israel. Kahna?
Kahna. It means
Kahna.
zealous in Hebrew.
It means what?
Zealous.
Zealous. Oh, so you very gung-ho about it.
I am.
Okay.
Very passionate about what I do and what I have been sent to do.
All right. Very good. Very good. Well, I'm excited to have you. I'm very zealous to have you on the show.
Enthusiastic.
Yes. And
all those words.
Her organization.
Notice when I came in how I was?
Yeah.
Very live.
Yeah.
Like that.
I know. You had a little strut happening. She had a little red carpet. All right. And her business is Express Chayu Studios.
Empress.
Oh, Empress
Studios. Is this on?
Yeah, it's on. It's on. It's on. Go ahead.
It's Empress Chayoke Studios.
Okay, very good. And women's health, vaginal. Thank you.
Man, don't be scared.
Don't be scared of it.
He couldn't.
Say it. He couldn't even get it out of his mouth. Say the word, the vaginal.
My eyes is watering. Okay.
I think you should tell them your slogan about that word, vagina.
Oh, vagina is not a bad word.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
But sometimes we say that word and miss our
We whispering.
from you.
We're whispering.
And
But we're in America.
We whispering.
Vagina. We give a little nicknames.
Right. Punana.
Yeah. Like, can we just say vagina?
Okay.
Y'all are real,
Let me see
boy.
if I can try to read this. My glasses ain't working right. All right. Women's health, women's vaginal. Did I say it right? Steaming.
Yes.
Steaming business. The original one and only business in Sacramento, California. We host sisterhood meetups, teach on women's health, and share the power of self-healing through vaginal steaming.
Okay. All right.
You got to reposition.
This says vaginal steaming.
Yes. Well, I went down to Hug Life, and I was looking for, I can't say her name. What's her name?
Neva.
And I was looking for Neva because I was walking by. I was like, I'm going to visit. And she wasn't there. And this sister was there. And I was like, oh, what do you do? And she said, vaginal steaming. She was like, would you like a steam? And I was like,
But Vaginal
And I was like,
steaming.
it was very tempting, but I had to go. My bus was coming. And I was like, oh, that sounds so interesting. Like you said, we don't talk about these things, right? It's taboo.
Well, go on and talk about it because I'm interested in finding out how you steam your vaginal situation.
Situation.
Okay, well, it's different for every woman.
Okay.
It's our body parts. Yes, we all do have vaginas, but we're not all the same, and we don't all have the same issues. Some of our issues are similar. For example, myself, in 2017, I was diagnosed with blood clots and cysts on my fallopian tubes. And I don't know if this is too much TMI.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
This is Black Talk Sacramento, baby. Let's talk.
You black? Let's talk.
Go on and say what you got to say.
After several ER visitations, they diagnosed me and I was put on anticoagulants, which are also known as blood thinners. I'm only 35 years old, so having to go through that treatment process and dealing with the things that were happening with my body was a little bit overwhelming, and I wasn't really sure how to go about taking care of myself. And so I began to do a little research, and what I stumbled across was the vaginal steaming. Most women hear about vaginal steaming for reasons such as infertility, endometriosis, PCOS, cysts, blood clots. Am I missing something?
No, painful periods, just all
Irregular cycles, menopause, postmenopause, premenopause. So even if you don't have a cycle, V-steaming is still good for keeping things in working, running order, because a lot of women don't know that when they have their menses or their cycle is that they're not getting all of that out. And so what can happen is called stagnation. And so with the steam by itself, it helps promote blood circulation to that area. And so I don't know if you guys know anything about endometriosis, but it's caused by blockages in the womb. The blood is not properly able to flow. And so just the steam by itself, even if we didn't add any herbs to it at all, and they just set over hot water, steaming hot water, would help with that in itself. And so the power comes in with the adding of the herbs.
Well, so for everyone that's not familiar with what herbal vaginal steam is basically it's just herbs and hot water, and you sit over it for anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. So it's all natural herbs that go into it, and then just distilled water. The herbs range from chamomile, rosebuds, basically any kind of herb you can use has a purpose. We can customize herbs depending on what you're working on, whether it's like fibroids or cyst. So basically what happens is you use your water and your herbs, you sit over it for 30 minutes, and the medicinal properties of the herbs are carried through the water vapors and are absorbed through the vaginal tissues, which are the most absorbent on a woman's bodies, and then it flows into the bloodstream.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So now you say sit over it.
Yes.
Are you sitting on a special seat?
Yes.
So I brought one of those in today.
Okay.
This is just a
The
part
top
of it.
That's just the top.
It's a topper. It goes on top of a 5-gallon bucket. Placed inside of that 5-gallon bucket is a 3-quart metal bowl. You put in, whatever the herb combination
blend
that
is.
you're going to use, depending on what the woman is working on. And this is placed over the top, and a steam is created. So it's just like brewing tea, but instead of drinking it, you're going to sit over it, and your body just
You're going to steep the tea with your body.
Oh, God, go ahead.
But it helps. It's just basically a healthy alternative to cleansing the vagina. When dishing, it cleans out the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. This is just a natural way to just to cleanse and detox.
Because as we mentioned before, a lot of women aren't talking about this. We're silently suffering every month. And I'm sure, I can't speak for everyone in this room, but majority of men know somebody that suffers every month.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And we're here to put a stop to that.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be that way.
No.
It's not supposed to be that way. And we've been lied to, and we've been taught that periods are supposed to be heavy and long and painful. And worse yet, a lot of women in our own communities, African American women, are being given hysterectomies
For the fibroids.
because they're not getting any anything in between.
Right.
They just know they got this issue. They've been dealing with it for so long, and the doctor is like, okay, you're tired of dealing with it. Well, let's take it out. Let's take your womb.
Right.
So we're trying to stand in between that gap and help women to take control of their own health and begin to heal themselves from the inside out.
Right.
So at what age would you recommend a woman do something like this?
I have 3 daughters, and my youngest is 8 years old. My oldest is 14. I've steamed my youngest, who's 8, and my middle child, who's 9. My 14-year-old won't let me come near her. She's still trying to figure out what's going on with herself in the first place. But my 2 younger children, one of them suffered a sexual trauma a few years back, and she was having some issues, and I didn't know what to do. You know, I took her to the doctor. They didn't tell me anything, just give her a bath and move on with life. And so once I found this and I saw what it did for me, I just finally got tired of dealing with what I was dealing with my youngest child and concerned to that sexual trauma. And I steamed her, and I was able to resolve her issue.
So, with the issue with yourself, you was diagnosed with all these issues that you had, right, Kahna? And what's your name?
Victoria.
Victoria.
Yes.
Victoria and Kahna. And so, when did you start steaming, and how did it help you? And how long did it take you before you started seeing results?
Well, typically it can take anywhere between 3 to 6 months. Personally, for myself, it only took me about 4 months to see results. And by results, I mean getting to what's called a perfect period, but not everybody has a period. So I could speak to that group of women next if you want me to. But for the women who are still having a period, you want to get to a place where you have the perfect period. And the perfect period is your period is only 3 to 4 days. It's very light, and there's mild cramping. So before I started steaming, my period was 5 to 7 days. Heavy bleeding, intense cramping, doubling over, taking days off from work. I wasn't able to function normally in my everyday things once that time of the month came around.
Right.
And I can't speak for everybody else, but that was a problem for me. I'm very active in my community. I like to be able to get up, move around, meet people, and do things. And so,
But you had a week out of your month that you was down.
yeah. And it only got worse and worse and worse.
There's women that have to miss. My sister-in-law has to miss 2 days of work every month because at the beginning of her cycle, she can't do anything. It's painful. Huh?
Has she tried?
Has she tried it? I've been trying to get her to come in. I'm like, what are you waiting for? You gonna sit there and still be suffering? So we're working on getting her in.
That's actually part of the problem.
Yeah.
Women don't know what it is.
They don't know.
And they're freaked out.
Yeah.
They think we're trying to cook their
Right. They think we're inserting something. They think we inserting something into the vagina, which is not.
Ain't gonna be cooking no cookies. That's wild. That's wild.
I don't know why I started thinking about greens. Okay,
I mean, they have some places that can probably do it like that, but that's why we keep it with just the hot water and herbs. Like, there's places you can visit that are outside of Sacramento, and they actually use electric chairs. You plug them into the wall, they give you a little remote. You can control how long and how hot, and
Oh, wow.
I think that's just doing too much. At that
Okay.
point,
Right.
maybe you are really cooking your vagina.
Yeah.
But when you stick
well, at
it
least
with
you got control.
Steam is one
hot
thing.
water and herbs, that heat is going to eventually cool
Right,
down.
right.
So
It's not that
they only last
constant.
about 30 to 45 minutes,
Okay.
just depending on.
So how often should someone do this cleansing?
So it depends
That's my favorite
on.
question.
I know because we get it
I
asked a
steam all
lot.
the time.
Right.
Okay.
I don't need no reason to steam other than the fact that I just want to do something good for myself. I want to relax, and I know that it helps me. For people who don't know what it
Right.
is, we recommend before and after every cycle.
Or depending on if they have their cycle, maybe once every 2 weeks, but they have something that they're trying to work on, then we have a different schedule. If you're working on trying to get rid of BV, maybe you need to steam 10 minutes for 5 days. You know what I mean? So it just depends, and it's different for every woman and what they're trying to work on.
Okay, and then how much does it cost to steam?
Right now we have a special. It's getting ready to end.
Like Friday.
First-time clients. Yeah, we've been running that special for about 6 months.
Okay.
Yes.
And so at this point, it's just like, if you don't know, honey,
You better catch on, y'all.
Right.
You better ask somebody. The next best thing
We'll
in
still
town
be
is a
here.
steaming.
What's the beer?
But you won't get that
Still be
discount,
here.
right?
But you know, we at some point we have to move away from trying to spoon feed you health. You know, you have to want that for yourself.
Right.
Well, I'm going to ask the question because I have to ask this question because I'm going to ask this question.
You don't have to ask that question.
I just have to ask this question.
Ask away. It's Women's History Month. We trying to understand our women folk.
That's what I'm saying. So now, this question: is there any sexual benefit to steaming? I mean, I just thought I'd ask. Okay.
Yes.
So go
Talk
ahead.
about it.
We're fighting over it now.
We're fighting over who gonna say it. Good, Huckleys.
That was like 4 yeses.
I wanted to throw in real fast. The first time client special is $35.
Okay.
But after Friday, it will go up to it's $60 normally.
You better
so
get
you
it
get a
for $35.
discount. Yes.
Because if there's benefits, you want to
They
get
better
back
get in
again.
before Friday.
Get in
this
before
week.
Friday, and you just need to book your appointment. Even if you can't come in by then, you can go to our website and you can book your appointment for next week or 2 weeks or whatever it may be.
Book it.
Do it before Friday.
Do it before Friday. Yes. But
Okay.
some of the benefits, and we actually have a private group on Facebook, which is called the Steam Chronicles, which is only for women. And women go in there to share their personal experiences, any benefits,
I can only imagine.
ask questions, and just some of the things that we hear from a lot of women in our own experiences is that during sex, it seems to be more juicier. So tighter, juicier, it helps with vaginal odor.
So if you do Kegels while you steaming.
We recommend
the
That's number
Kegels.
one.
Okay, do the Kegels before while you steaming.
While you're steaming, and your body will do it on its own. It's a trip.
Okay.
Because you thinking you got to concentrate and make yourself do it, but your body, as soon as you get over that steam, I'm telling you, your body's like, oh no.
Give me that good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
And for the women, there's more sensation. Like I've had women report, like I feel more alive. Like I know she's down there.
Like
now.
it was sleep. It's awake now.
Exactly.
And that's that blood flowing. That,
Y'all
that
better get a
circulation.
steaming.
Wake up that sleeping
Wake
giant.
up
Yeah.
all the children.
And we've had women be like, oh, I don't need no help in that department. But then they come back and be like, oh, I didn't know.
Well, you better tell somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, we are telling somebody.
Well, hey, keep on talking.
All of Facebook. So we have a couple people that's on here. So if anybody online that have questions, you can post something, and I'll try to pass it on to Victoria and Kahna.
And where can this service be provided at?
Currently, we're on Broadway and 33rd inside of Hug Life.
So 2648 33rd Street, Sacramento.
Yes, it's just a few steps from the bookstore. So come and get your book.
That's right. Something to read while you
While you're steaming.
That's also another benefit of it. It's a form of emotional release therapy. We carry a lot of stress and energy in our womb. And so having a space where we can come and release that and just be amongst other women, because we don't get to do that often either.
Right.
Usually when I see people that's my age, and I'm 35, we talk about hanging out. We're either going to the movies or we're going to go to the club.
Okay.
Well, not every 35. But that's what we consider to be fun. Out there twerking or doing something that's just not constructive. And
So does steaming give you a better talk?
it's just more time for one.
I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
Aware of their body.
Okay.
And we need a lot more of that, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think women's bodies need a lot of maintenance, more than guys' bodies. Well, guys' bodies need
guys'
maintenance as
bodies do
well.
too.
We need maintenance as well, but I think women's bodies are more complicated. If I would
take care of
say,
yourselves.
I would say men's bodies is like an automatic, and women's bodies is like a, like.
Well, women's bodies are more complicated because they're the ones that reproduce. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
go through so much
But
more.
we do so much more. We're mothers.
A manual. Yeah, they got manual body.
We wear a lot of hats,
Yes.
and if we're not good, what good are we to you all? You know
Right.
what I mean? We have to take care of ourselves first. And in all seriousness, this health issue is affecting our community the most. If you look at the statistics for women with reproductive organ issues, it's in the women of color, the African American and Hispanic community.
Right.
What's going on? Why is that?
Yeah.
Lack of knowledge has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know, you just don't know.
And also it's the environment too as well.
But we don't talk about it. We
we live in high
there's no
risk
communication.
environments.
So,
you know.
people don't talk.
I wanted to say that. So we've been best friends for 22 years. And before we came together on this, doing the vaginal steaming, we didn't even talk together about what we were going through. Like, I didn't know about her fibroids and cysts. I didn't know what she was going through. She didn't know what I was going through until we started this business. So it opens up that line of communication.
Okay, very good. So tell us your contact information, website, and everything.
Okay, so we're at empressyourlife.com is our website. Then we're on Facebook and Instagram under Empress Chayok Studios. Our phone number is
916-382-2754.
All right.
And ladies, if you want to check us out on the Steam Chronicles on Facebook, find us. We'll approve you, and you can get the juicy too.
Get the
So wait, how'd you come about your name? How'd you come about the name for your company?
So Empress, female ruler.
Queen.
Yeah. That was where we had Empress, and then Chayok.
Chayok is actually the Korean word for the vaginal steam.
Oh.
It's
And so
the
we
same
stick
tradition.
closer to the method that they use, which is just the hot water and the herbs.
Okay. It said chai.
And
Chayok.
the studios
Chayok, because I was like, because I was thinking about tea, like
Yes.
okay.
That's exactly what it is.
And it's tea.
All right.
Y'all too real.
Everybody blushing over here. All right.
It's okay though, because just think if we didn't have this business, would we even be having this conversation?
Right. During Women's
Women
History
would
Month.
continue to go on, suffering silently, not knowing. Even low libido can be a pain. You know, like I'm married, so I had that issue for a while too, and that affects your relationship with your mate. You need to be able to connect and be intimate, and so anything that can help increase that, I think, is a plus. And
Yeah.
right.
And most women experience a different results within one steam. But of course, it's something that you have to continue. You know, you can't just go to the gym one day and be like, okay, I'm fit, I'm done. You know? So, but most women experience some kind of change, some kind of benefit after their first steam.
Because it is a muscle, right?
And I was going to say one more thing, and I hope I'm not stepping on anybody's toes, but that birth control is a part of the problem. We're getting that stuff, implants and pills
IUDs.
and all this stuff and hormones, and you're wondering why your stuff is out of whack. You got that man-made in you, baby.
Yeah. Yes.
That's just the truth. And then you'll see women who want to get off the birth control, and they're taking that hormone out that used to be in them for however long they've been on the birth control, and then they're out of control bleeding, and they don't know how to make it stop.
Yes.
Come see us.
Yes.
You know, because at the end of the day, yes, we're in business. Yes, we want to make money, but I want to help you first.
Right.
I want to get you from where I used to be over
Help
to
me
the
help
promised
you.
land.
Right. Help me help you.
We also sell kits for women to do at home.
Okay. Very good. That's awesome. Yes.
Too
like
much,
a little,
y'all.
like a little crock pot or something.
Look,
No crock
No crock pots. That's too much heat.
I got dinner on my mind now.
A vaginal stew, Okay.
See you later, boy.
Vaginal soup.
So, all right. So please check them out. Go and get your
Steam.
Yes, schedule your appointments before Friday.
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
So
before
that you
Friday.
can get that discount. And, Black folks like something discounted. We always go into the bargain bin.
We live for the discount.
Yes. So this will be a bargain bin for your
Don't say it. Don't
your-
say it. Don't say it.
for your JJ. Make sure that it could beatbox just like everything else. So
And you know what? I want to put some responsibility on the men. You know your woman. You know she's struggling. She got that issue, that smell, or whatever it is.
let her know.
Send her to us.
Walk
We'll
up to her and say, "Yo, baby,
We'll do all the
I
heavy
think
You can
you
book
might be
her
using steam."
appointment. You can book her appointment.
You gonna get cursed out though.
No, baby.
Cursed out like I want you to have this. Like what you trying to say?
This is how you say it. You say, "Listen, I love you with all my heart. There's some things I've been wanting to talk to you about. How about I buy you one of these things we call a stain?" What are you talking about? No, listen, I heard that if you get this steam, You'll be in wonderful places. And you'll thank me.
She'll love it.
You'll love me.
But you get cursed out at first, you know.
Every
You
woman
get cursed
that
out
comes
first.
in that's skeptical.
That's like handing
that
somebody some
know,
gum.
They all love it.
Okay, now,
They all
look.
love it. And so do their men.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if
So when you bringing your wife in,
Well, you know, I have to talk to her. I have to let her know. I'm gonna go when I go home and say, "Yo, Shug, you ever heard of steaming?" She gonna look at me like, "What?"
Steaming is not just good for the JJ. It's good for other stuff too.
Yeah.
You can steam for depression, headaches, lupus, diabetes.
helps relieve stress.
Every medication that they have that the doctor wants to push to you, there is an herb that does the exact same thing.
Right.
And it's natural and there's no side effects.
and it don't have to be oral. it can go through all kind of.
Right.
You know, try to mix up oral like.
Oh God!
Like
Help this boy.
you need to steam you up a JJ, you know. All right,
Get yourself a steam, y'all.
Yes, thank you.
That's the recommendation for 2018.
Yes.
2018, get you a steam.
I like that.
Well,
We're
well-
using that one.
yeah.
Go on and take it.
We're using that one.
Go on and take that one.
So, especially during Women's History Month, you know, treat your JJ during Women's History Month to a nice steam, and she'll thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, she'll thank you.
Yes, she
she'd be like, you know, you walking down the street and you be sunshining down there. People be like, oh, you got a glow.
Them pheromones. Them pheromones.
You got a glow, girl. What's going on?
It's true.
It is.
You got a glow down there. You got it's sunshine everywhere. She, you know, when you're in bed, she like, woo. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Oh, now you make me think about what's
See,
that
yeah,
movie?
right.
Yeah, yo, I'm like, she like, her name is Sunshine. You're right.
Yeah, turn into sunshine.
Honey, I ain't coming home no more.
He's like, ever.
Ever.
Hello, honey. I ain't never come.
He's right. He's like, no, what killed me was that he said he told his kids, get your mama. Put your mama on the phone.
Put your mom on the phone.
All right, well, thank you, Victoria.
Thank you.
And Kahna.
Yes, sir.
Kanai,
Yeah,
Victoria.
hopefully I'm getting it right.
It's
All
been
right.
a great day.
And thank you guys for coming
you.
down to Black Talk Sacramento.
We appreciate it.
and spreading some sunshine.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, get your sunshine today.
I guess, you continue to live and learn because I had never in my life heard about a steaming.
All right. Well,
about
today,
I said today.
yeah, today is you learn something new every day.
That's what I'm saying. This is.
I'm gonna invite Sharon up, and thank you for coming down.
Thank you.
Yes, awesome. All right, so we're gonna go into our news, and I guess we call it today. Yeah.
Observer.
Well, we don't have no observer.
Observer news.
Tony isn't here.
Okay, we're just plain news.
Just playing news. Okay. Obama is in talks to provide shows for Netflix.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh no.
So former President Barack Obama is in advanced negotiations with Netflix to produce a series of high-profile shows that will provide him with a global platform after his departure from the White House, according to people familiar with the discussions. I wonder what Monique would say about that.
Well, Monique, you don't have nothing to say about that. Nothing.
Monique, bye. See you later.
Take care.
Yeah. To me, I think I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about. I think that I feel like Obama's work isn't done yet. Like I feel like
Well, he can't run for office or nothing. He can't get too high up.
I
in
know,
political
but
things,
he hasn't said anything about Flint. He hasn't, he's been out of office, and it seems like I don't know.
I think
to me, I always judge a president by Carter, because Carter does a lot of good works, and maybe he's a
everybody ain't Carter.
yeah, not everybody's Carter.
Everybody's gonna drive down the street differently.
Seriously.
We and you got to realize, just like Trump has been in the White House for a year, Obama's been out for a year. So everybody's giving Trump a chance. Give Obama a chance. He's going to do what he got to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm still waiting.
The show. I think the show is supposed to be based on him profiling people that are doing positive things in their lives and stuff like that.
You think so?
I think so, and I think we
I
can
hope
use
so.
something like that.
I hope so. I hope it's not self-hugging. So that's all I hope about that. It's like I hope he does it.
Well, no matter what he does, everybody's going to look at it as going to be self-hugging, because anytime anytime a person steps up and does something like that, people, because they already said that, Michelle and Barack are the Hollywood president, so they already got things going on saying negative things about it. So I say just give it a chance.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to give it a chance. South Africa votes through motion to seize land from white farmers without compensation.
Is that reverse discrimination?
Well, I don't think so. It's their land, right?
I'm just saying.
It's like I don't know. I think it's like, okay, we're going to have justice now. So you guys came here. You guys had a nice run. You guys you had a nice run. You had this land for how many hundreds of years, and now it's time to give it back. It's almost like leasing, right? Your lease is up.
Sure. Sharecropper.
And it's time to give us the land back. I don't know. Even without compensation. I mean, they had a good run. I mean, come on.
It is what it is. The world is changing, you all.
Right.
Too much, I think. Mm-hmm. Well, I'd like to give one little note out to, hope you give a rest in peace to hip hop, bad boy hip hop star who died today. Craig Mack died at 46, heart complications. He was the one that did the famous song Flavor in Your Ear. I'm one to give you flavor of the ear. He brought out boy.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him at all.
Really?
Yes.
You're not familiar. He's the one that brought out Notorious B.I.G.
Oh, now she chiming in. Barbara over there. What's wrong with you?
Not? Oh.
No, I'm not hip, man. I told you, I'm not hip.
You're not hip?
I'm not hip.
You're hip.
I'm not hip at
You're
all.
hip. You're hip.
Yes. I was wearing bell bottoms in the 80s. Yeah.
But yeah, they found him in his home and stuff, and he was 46.
Heart attack?
Heart attack.
Wow.
That's
46.
Yeah, the heart attack
goes back to saying we got to take better care of ourselves.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Because if we get older, yes, we definitely
So here's some good news. Will and Jada Smith's company to donate water to Flint until lead levels drop.
That's a lot. Ooh, look, that's
a
good. That's a good thing.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like I think I was talking to Barber. I was like, where is our rich people doing stuff for for us? And it's good that our rich people are stepping forward. They'll be like, oh, we need to help out. A lot of times we think, oh, it's the government. We need the government to help us. We need the government to save us. But we have a host of rich black people, well-to-do black people that can make a dent in the problem that we are facing.
But we also have to be willing to receive that help.
Yes.
See, there's a difference.
There is.
There's a lot of people that are willing to help, but you got to be willing to be helped. That's an important thing in our community.
Ain't nobody turning down no money.
Oh, you got to be surprised how many people turn down help.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm talking about this kind of help where you like, okay, Flint. And in Detroit, we have a lot of places like in Detroit, we have a housing problem in Detroit. We have so many problems that black people are going through that our wealthy people, our well-to-do people can actually help out in a way, set up a company and, even if they're not accepting your help, personally, you could set up a company and put white people in charge and then set them out.
No.
Well, I knew a company. They did just that. They owned the company. It was a black.
But why do we have to put somebody white in charge of our company? Does that make it better?
No,
does that make it seem like it's more legit because a white person's running it?
In America.
Oh, I don't think so.
In America. Well,
that's very sad, Lawrence.
It is very sad. It's a sad situation.
Well, I hope other people come along and help them out too, because just not relying on just Jada.
I think they're setting a precedent, right?
Yeah,
they're
setting a precedent. It's like, okay, it's not okay for us.
But you also got to remember how much money Jada and Will have made off of the community. Right. So they shouldn't have no problem giving it back.
Yeah, I wish more of our wealthy people felt that way.
Yeah.
A new Nelson report puts black buying power at $1.2 trillion. A new report from Nelson on the current buying power of consumers of color offers a fascinating look at how we're spending our money. For one, we seem to be eating a lot of vegetables. for another, we're shaping markets. So black people have a tremendous buying power, $1.2 trillion.
They've always had a large buying power. They've always been able to change trends and make things move.
Yeah.
You know, we just have to believe more in ourselves.
$1.2 trillion. That's like
that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
You know,
I wonder I have to read that report because I wonder, is that 1.2 trillion a year or what is that?
in some cases, black consumers make up over 50% of overall spending, such as the category of dry grains and vegetables. But other categories are standouts as well, like baby food, 42.76% personal soap and bath needs, 41.64% air fresheners and deodorant.
Air fresheners. Yeah, black people buy a lot of air fresheners. California no longer will suspend driver's license for traffic fines.
California will no longer suspend drivers for
driver's license for traffic fines. So, you know, if you have like for instance, if you park somewhere like I did one time and you got a ticket and forgot to pay that ticket and it kept going up and up, it can stop you from renewing your license.
What?
Yeah, it can stop you. They be like, you need to pay this first before you get a renewal. And I'm glad that they stopped that because one of the issues that they was having is like people can't pay the fine if you take away their transportation. So they need to get to work so they can pay your fine. So that's a
Stupid policy.
It is very stupid. It's very stupid. Yeah. Black Panther has crossed the 1 billion mark worldwide.
Yeah, that's it.
So they are in the $1 billion club for a movie. Yes.
And so I think this is going to be a little bit different than the first black exploitation. Everybody keeps saying they're going to do black exploit. No, this is going to be different.
That's not,
This is going to be very different. The money is different, for one thing. You know, the money that's being made out of something like this here, you're going to have more and more companies wanting to invest now. The one thing that this Black Panther proved was a black cast can lead a movie to the point that the world would pay attention to it.
So they basically killed the curse from what
that curse
the Wiz did.
They said that black people couldn't pull that kind of crowd.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying they basically said that from the Wiz, after the Wiz failure, that they basically there should be a whole full black on cast.
Yeah.
And then they killed blaxploitation movies from there and stuff. That's where the
So that's a bad taste.
Yeah, it's a bad taste.
Well, hopefully it's time for us to. But what I like about Black Panther, I didn't see the movie.
Not yet.
What? I'm waiting for Netflix. Waiting for it to come on Netflix.
You're gonna be waiting a while, I think.
You will wait.
Well, I'm waiting for Netflix
for this one
because I'm a broke man. But what I like about it is that it's sci-fi. They're not slaves. They're not some help.
Well, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful.
They are
very beautiful.
Flying spaceships and
I don't want
planes.
to spoil it for you.
You got to see it.
There was
have their own city. Well, I'm familiar with the Black Panther from comic books. So.
Right.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about that. You seen it, Barber? Have you seen it?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, I ain't gonna say that. You seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it twice.
Yeah. But I'm saying what I was going to say was it is beautiful for the eye. It's very nice to see everything done by us, from the costumes to the whole everything. And then for this young black guy to be the one that's driving this car, I'm just so blown away by it. Yeah. And I hated to hear all the negative things that people were saying about the film when it first came out, about how they don't see why people are getting excited about it. They don't see how this is going to make somebody feel good about themselves and stuff. Those type of people, to me, have just missed the boat.
They missed the point. Yep.
They missed the whole concept of what the whole thing really means. You know what I'm saying? So I think my hat is off to Black Panther and anybody that had anything to do with it.
Yeah. All black cast. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. And it's not a defeatist.
And the girl that did the costumes, that lady that did the costumes, she's already been tapped to do another superheroes clothing.
Oh, very
nice.
cool.
Wardrobe for another film.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yes.
The writer went to Sacramento State.
Yes.
Oh, yes, the writer. Okay.
Writer, Ryan Coogler.
And the producer.
Yes.
Okay. Yes,
So
Sac
they're
State.
from Sac State.
Sac State alumni.
Kicking them out.
Yep, alumni there. Yep.
Yeah,
Sac State going to get some people coming in just on that one.
Yeah, okay.
He's in Bay Area.
Yeah, he's from Bay Area.
Yeah, Oakland,
he also
Oakland.
did the film about Oakland. What's the
Fruitville
Station.
and Creed. He did Creed.
And he did Creed.
Yeah.
And Creed. So
Ryan Coogler.
Kugler.
Ryan
So
Coogler.
He has
Kugler,
cemented his spot in Hollywood
Kugler.
for a long time.
Okay.
Everything he's done has turned to gold, y'all.
Yeah.
No, let's turn to platinum because the boy's bad and he's going to do his thing.
Awesome.
There's right now talk also about the movie Wrinkle in Time. It did come out this weekend.
Yeah, that's coming.
They did point out that it did get 33.3 million in ticket sales. And they said Black Panther dominated, but what would you expect? I mean, come on.
You can't compete with
But you
Black
got to
Panther.
understand,
But it's still
Wrinkle
a
in
good movie.
Time when did you first hear about Wrinkle in Time? You've been hearing about Black Panther coming for the last several
year.
years.
Yep.
Okay, so they've been pumping Black Panther for eons.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's the one thing that we have to stop doing too. When we have something good, stop always trying to compare it to something else.
Yes.
Celebrate the fact that Black Panther is what it is. A Wrinkle in Time, let it get its own.
Yes.
Okay,
But we
just
do-
look at them as both being good entertainment situations.
But they do want people to did go to Black Panther to also get that same effect to go to Wrinkle in Time with that now with a Black female cast and stuff and get that same kind of feeling for that too. So I mean they're trying to get that same flavor.
It's not going to happen like that. People,
I know.
You know, stop. It's like everything ain't going to be the
You can't help
same.
it. You can't help it.
But,
People
that's
compare
like-
everything.
You can't compare everything.
People compare everything. You know what I'm saying?
They need to quit.
Yeah, they compare everything.
They need to stop.
Like you drive with a car like, ooh, that car's nice. And somebody else driving with a new car, ooh, that car's nicer.
Get out of this world. And they all look the same. Go ahead.
Next up, we have Toys R Us to close all of its U.S. stores.
Oh no.
And that's going to mess up toys everywhere. That's what
no.
they're saying.
A lot of jobs, man.
A lot of jobs is gone. You know, Toys R Us. Toys R Us is like
The last.
icon. It's an icon.
It's an
American
iconic
icon.
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
I got friends that work at Toys R Us.
Hey, I got a friend that's a manager at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
And he's
All
been
the
at Toys
stores
R
are
Us
closed.
forever.
Yeah.
All of them.
So wait a minute. So
All the stores are closing.
So if the
Wait, what happened? Did Christmas not sell no toys?
Amazon's been killing.
Yes, online.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
online.
this is true.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. So if the I'll call her, but if the stores are closing, because I know they have warehouses. They have warehouses.
Maybe they're switching to an online
Is it-
strategy.
Maybe
Yeah,
Toys R
okay.
Us will
Maybe.
go online.
Maybe.
Just be a Toys R Us online store. But this whole disappearance of the store thing, I'm kind of getting sick with that because
Yeah.
I need to walk around and see
And
people
touch stuff.
and touch things. I'm not buying everying online.
Yeah.
I can't buy no shoes online. A brother need to try them suckers out before he talk about the store.
Well, pretty soon they're gonna have put your foot on the screen.
Oh no!
Plus you get
They're gonna
immediate.
Put your foot on the screen.
You get there immediately.
It's just so crazy, man.
Pretty soon it's gonna be like.
Plus, at the same time, the boxes that's coming to people's doors now. I ain't trusting these boxes.
Yeah.
Well, people take your boxes now.
No, but there
running
could be
away-
a bomb
They
now.
running away with your boxes now. So
It's
as
too
soon as they see a
terrible.
box. Okay, in tech news, we got two more stories, and then we're gonna close this out. Dental fillings heal teeth with stem cells. Regenerative dental fillings that allow teeth to heal themselves have been developed by researchers, potentially eliminating the need for root canals. Yay!
I can live with that.
But you can't, but you probably can't afford it. But yeah,
It's gonna cost you too much.
it's gonna cost your arm and leg.
You might as well get it pulled out. Go on,
But that's
get it
worth
pulled
it.
out.
That's worth it, though. Woo!
Yeah.
That's worth it. If I could get, self healing teeth, that'd be awesome.
But that means there's a potential new toothache coming.
A new what?
A new toothache is coming. If that
New
tooth can heal
toothache.
itself, if you don't take care of it, a new tooth. Oh, that same tooth hurts.
Why are you pointing at me? Like you know. All right. You eat too much candy, boy. All right. And our last story for tech news and for today is smell sensing cat S61 smartphone sniffs out glue. So they are developing
What?
cell phones that can smell.
See, now,
Oh no.
come on now.
Oh,
That's
no.
doing too much. Your phone gonna smell what?
Whatever you want to smell.
Ooh, that ain't right though.
No, that ain't right.
Can you imagine? And is it going to talk to you when it
Yeah,
smells something?
Alexa gonna be like, "You smell funky, boy."
Do you
May need
understand what
a
I'm saying?
shower tonight.
They were like, "Siri, smell my breath."
This here modern technology is starting to be a little too invasive. You know, they want to know how you smell. They want to talk to you and tell you what you're thinking. It's just getting to be too much.
But you know, the weirdest part is when you're online and you're doing stuff, and it shows you all these ads that you've been on different websites.
I
that
looked
you've
at something the
surfing.
other day and it popped up and showed me. How you know I was there?
Right.
Or you're driving down the street. You are eating at so and so's. It's like, Excuse me, you want to take your phone and throw it out the window?
Yeah. It's like you have your own digital stalker.
That's true. I do want to know what's going on in the White House. It's almost like now looking like The Apprentice, the show The Apprentice. I mean, they just got rid of the
tell us
Rex Cooler.
Rex Tillerson.
Oh, you talking about the firing of
He got fired over a text. He got fired with a Twitter.
he broke up with him on.
They didn't even tell him on. He didn't find out in person or nobody.
Well, he did.
Nothing. He got a text. They told him, "Come from Africa.
I forgot
we got
who-
a message for you. Come here."
I forgot who they fired while he was still in the air in the airport.
Oh yeah, the other guy.
Yeah,
he was He was on his way to an event.
On a government plane.
Yeah, on a government plane. They said, "Bring the plane back."
I know.
You can't go no further. Just turn the plane around. But he
like,
fired
but
him.
you get somewhere. You get somewhere, but you can't take that same plane back because you fired. Yeah.
I mean, I heard he got fired. Also, another person got fired. Used to be running the Veterans Affairs Sulkins.
Mm-hmm.
He got fired. Right now, he's talking about getting rid of him so he can change him over to be with the Energy Secretary Perry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
wait a minute. Did y'all hear Trump today say, "I think I almost have the cabinet I want"?
Yes.
I think I almost have.
I'm still moving in.
I almost have the team.
I'm emptying the last box.
I'm almost got the team I need. It's like almost a year later.
Yeah.
Don't you supposed to move in with your team?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
but
Yes.
I tell people all the time, Trump did not expect that he was going to win.
Well, you know what though?
He was not prepared to win.
His wife still ain't think he's gonna be there. That's why she's still in Washington.
She cried.
She said, "Donald, I'm not going." She said, "Because if you get kicked out, I'm not going to be embarrassed with you."
Yeah, she cried when he won.
I mean, it's one of those things.
Yeah, she like, "I am not staying in the White House."
Oh God! And that little boy, he got a floor by himself. What you think that's all about?
He crazy.
Oh, he tears stuff up. You will not come down on the main floor and tear up nothing up in this house. And we ain't taking you out of that school in New York because it's hard to find somebody that can handle you. That's why Donald, I'm not going.
Okay. All his stuff is padded and wrapped in bubble wrap. Okay.
Bye-bye.
He like, don't get that boy with nothing with sharp edges.
It ain't right. It ain't right. I said the first night I saw him on TV, I said,
Something wrong with that boy.
Something ain't right. He was twitching and stuff. My wife said, "Oh, he just tired." I said, "You know what? No, that ain't right." I said, all them other kids that was president's kids, they was up there late too, and none of them was twitching like that.
Ooh.
It was bad. Something was wrong.
Keep everything from sharp edges. He don't hold no knives.
Well,
no
they don't talk about that boy because if they talk about him in debt or any long period of time, it would basically just say something's wrong with the Donald. Mm-hmm. So that's why they don't talk about him. Donald has got some, little fingers. Bye.
What they call them, cocktail weenies.
You're really right, boy. Oh God.
He like pig in the blankets.
Well, happy daylight saving times, y'all.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
We changing seasons and things. We springing forward.
Spring forward.
Spring forward.
That means we need to deal with some new ideas.
Well, I'm so glad that our cell phones and stuff changed by themselves.
Yeah, because I'd be messed up.
I'll be jacked up. I'll be everywhere late.
I woke up Sunday, and I kept trying to figure out how come everything seems so much later. It had already moved on without me.
You lost an hour just
That's
like that.
what I'm saying. I was on the dock of the train base waiting for the train to come, and then suddenly I looked, the train was gone.
Train was gone. Just missed it by that much.
Just missed it by that much. I'm sorry, y'all.
It was 12 a.m. You missed the train because you was there at 11 p.m. Then all of a sudden it was 1 p.m. 1 a.m.
It was
like, wait,
pitiful.
what happened to that 12 a.m.?
Anyway.
Thank you guys for tuning in on Facebook. My name is Insa.
And I'm Gerry Simpson, y'all.
And I'm Shawnee Smith.
And this has been Black Talk Sacramento.
Number 41.
Number 41.
Can you imagine 41?
You know, we should have had some 40s when it was 40.
That's amazing.
We should have 40s when it was episode 40. We should have
See,
40s.
we ain't too late. We'll bring up 40 for the next one. Give one of them 40s with a twist top.
Yeah, seriously.
Take care of yourself. Don't take no wooden nickels here.
They say I'm no good, nor is anything my eyes see. I don't even cry no more, my eyes bleed. Suckers with labels driving behind me, trying to make me a statistic so they can define me. I need to keep living life for my peace and everybody around who see what I see. Cause I never got to see no 40 acres in the mule. For real, I need my fucking 40 acres in the school. Instead they giving niggas 40 ounces in a tool and any minor material to make them look cool. But I ain't frontin' like I'm through with the symptoms. Believe you will see I too am a victim. Never tripping cause I know I can admit it. One of few who did it cause critics ain't coming with it. Wouldn't matter if I'm sober or so hood. Either way it measures out to me being no good. Lost inside my notebook. Focus cause I flow good. Visions when I don't look. Crazy cause I'm no good. No good, no good, no good, no good, no good, no good, no good. Thoughts inside my notebook. Focus cause I flow good. Visions when I don't look. Crazy cause I'm no good. No good, no good, no good, no good, no good, no good, no good. And so I heard him say, the only God is good. So don't be stupid if you tryna make me believe you make good music. You heard what they said, that ain't subliminal. You only listen if it's negative or critical. See what I'm saying? I gotta seem more insane for you to see what I'm saying. Serious when you playing. So I'm saying that I came to double the prize. Still in my lane, cutty, it just doubled in size. See,